We're doing it now, Mike.
So answer the question, is it an infected or not?
Is it an infected or not? Are you talking about my housemate?
Yes.
Well, we're not really sure, but we're keeping them chained up in the basement until we're really sure.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So you should be pretty safe, at least for now.
I can still feed him roast beef, right?
As long as it's pretty raw. He likes things raw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to Mike and Adam Dreams and Feelings.
Dreams and feelings.
Feelings and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 21st podcast.
21st anniversary.
We can drink.
Yes.
As a podcast.
Non-alcoholic wine spritzers.
Yes. Do you think God could still turn water into non-alcoholic wine spritzers?
That's the harder one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
has to show restraint.
Do not be given over to drunkenness.
Yes.
So, what's going on, Mike? How are you? What is up with you?
It's 1 week from Christmas.
That's true. It came up on us so fast.
Mm-hmm. What do you think you're getting under the tree?
Nothing. I've been bad. I've been very naughty.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
I didn't choose the naughty life.
Yep, naughty life chose me.
Oh, wow. That's the t-shirt. I think I'm going to make that.
Please do.
Yes.
Just have someone have their hands go into the cookie jar.
Yes.
You'll ruin your dinner. Sure it is.
Mm-hmm. But that also brings up a great question of the whole Santa manipulation thing. And I hear it every year working at a children's gym. You better not do that, or Santa's not going to come this year.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of a horrifying lie to tell a child?
Yes. Well, it shows that you can only bribe a child.
Right.
You can never change their ways.
You can never reason with them. With love and caring and building them up. You can only tear them down.
Yes. Don't obey me because I'm, in charge of you.
Right.
Obey me because I have the best toys and access to them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. So, what do you got on the docket for today? Is there anything exciting happening?
So,
I mean, I've got some stuff I want to talk about, too.
Why don't you go first?
Me? Really? Are you sure? Awesome.
Right.
So, I mean, it is the Christmas season, and I feel like it's only right to talk about maybe some of our favorite Christmas traditions and our least favorite Christmas traditions. Like, for me, at least, I can't stand eggnog. I can't do it. I don't like eggnog.
I was this close to getting a specialty eggnog.
Oh, man. If you did, that would have been game over.
Game over.
That would have been It's... I don't know.
Is it the egg or the nog?
I think it's the egg.
Oh.
What is the nog in eggnog?
Well, it's shortened for noggin.
Oh, is it? Are you sure?
It's the noggin of the chicken.
Right. So
being used to spice the drink.
Wow. That sounds disgusting, actually.
Yes. That's why it's a delicacy.
It's in the United States?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mike? What do you...
Least favorite tradition is someone getting sick on Christmas Day and losing their cookies right before opening presents.
That sounds really personal, Mike.
Yes.
I don't think that's a shared experience with everybody.
Yeah. It's a tradition because I don't want it to happen again.
Did that happen to you, Mike?
It did. I wasn't the sick one.
Oh, okay.
I had to wait for my parents to stop stressing out, get the rug cleaner.
How old were you?
I was...
This was last year, wasn't it?
Probably 11.
Okay.
Just wanted that Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, you didn't really have to do that,
Is it a sister? Or?
Yes.
Okay. All over the presents?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. She was... but I always hated that. I know as Christians we're supposed to go to church, but that one church service before opening presents was torture. It was torture. It's I know the Jesus story. I don't know what's in the gifts.
I know Jesus is in a manger, but I don't know what's in that wrapping present.
Yes, please show me.
That's how I know His grace is real.
Yes, yes.
No, I definitely feel that.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, my parents made us do like a Christmas morning, like a Christmas morning breakfast, like a whole shebang, and that was pretty bad too. We always went to church a little bit later in the day, usually like at 10 o'clock. So we would do breakfast at like 7, and then we would do presents, and then we would go to church. So I didn't have to wait through an entire service, but
yeah. My Christmas seems decidedly very American. We open up all these commercial gifts and newest gadgets.
Right.
Then we eat a pound of bacon.
Hey, nothing says America like a pound of bacon.
Yes.
So what are some of your favorites?
Oh, I think I just named it.
Yeah, eating a pound of bacon.
Eating a pound of bacon.
I
and
agree.
the cinnamon. My mom would make cinnamon buns.
Same.
Straight from the jar.
The little
Yes.
cardboard. Yeah.
And after this current Christmas, it's all about gift cards and necessities and things I can hide from Lynn.
Yep.
Because they're too nerdy.
Dangerous.
Yes.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, no, for me at least, it's definitely I definitely love this time with my family, because we've gotten to that point in our family life where a lot of my cousins and a lot of my closer family have like moved out of Rochester. So Christmas and Thanksgiving are the 2 times a year when everyone is like in the area. So it's really nice to see everybody, and we usually end up playing like board games and hanging out and stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, you see, that's kind of like what I do on Christmas Eve. Cousins, uncles, aunts come. We just eat ham and share aggressive opinions. Like any good Italian family.
Right.
Yes.
When did ham become like there's 3 things that you have like on like Christmas and like Easter and like the big holidays. It's you either get a ham, or you get like a turkey dinner, or you get like a chicken dinner, or like pot roast. I guess pot roast is pot roast the thing still. I don't know.
There's lamb.
Lamb? I've never had lamb.
Some people eat lamb during Easter.
Interesting. I feel like that's very appropriate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Have you done lamb?
No. I haven't done lamb. I always get it at restaurants because I never have it at home.
Interesting. What does it taste like?
It's kind of like a chicken that's very lamb-like.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know how to describe meats. That's weird.
Gamey?
Gamey, chewy, very non-vegetarian.
Okay. Non-vegan.
Yes.
Non-vegan lamb. Delicious.
Speaking of which, did you hear about that animal activist group that went into that supermarket and gave all the turkeys proper funerals?
Yeah, I saw that. They were very special.
Yes.
Very, very special. What would have happened if someone like went up to them while they were doing that and like took a turkey and like left with it and like purchased and ate it? You think what do you think they would do?
Oh, they would just wave their sign and say it's not eating, it's violence.
Right. I'm surprised they had enough energy to do that.
I know.
But yeah, no, I saw that video. It was I don't know how I feel about that. That's I get it, and like I get the conviction behind it, but also at the same time, I think it's taken that. I think that kind of publicity stunt thing is like taking it a little too far, and it's hard to take people seriously when that sort of stuff happens.
Yeah, I know. Is it PETA?
The same thing.
They go like very rated R just to get people into being vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah.
Like they had that. They released that nude calendar.
Oh no.
Of people not wearing fur. And it's just like, and they were called out on it, just like you don't have to like be so sexually explicit just to win people over to the vegetarianism.
Right.
You know?
I don't think anyone has ever looked at a nude calendar and like, you know what? I want to be a vegetarian now. how do you think the fur market is doing? I don't think I've seen a real fur coat in the longest time. Of course, then again, my social circle probably isn't the kind of people that are, going out and buying, like a mink coat. But I can't imagine that like fur is that popular still.
Yeah. Well, my coat is real pleather.
Okay. Yeah.
And real polyester.
And really polyester.
Mm-hmm.
Really going with following the Levitical law there.
Yes.
With no poly blends.
No. I'm strict on that.
But I totally feel that. Yeah, it's weird. I feel bad for him. I do.
Yeah. Well, the vegetarian movement is only a Western culture thing.
Oh, for sure.
You go to Africa and you're like, how evil is it to eat meat? And they'll laugh at you.
Right. They're like, I would be glad to eat anything.
Yes. In Asia, you would not be part of your family if you said, Mom, I only want to eat vegetables.
Well, it depends, because in India, I mean, maybe.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm talking about like Taiwan and China, Hong Kong.
That's fair. Yeah. Have you ever been to like a Chinese food market? And there's a couple in Rochester that we've gone to, but they'll have like geese and like ducks, just like strung up everywhere, and it's just a part of the culture. Yeah, it's definitely a very Western idea. Although to be fair though, in the Old Testament, Daniel does go full vegetarian.
It's true.
Drinks just water and like eats some vegetables, and God blesses him for it. So maybe they got a point.
And we would be faced with that decision too, if all of our meats were given over to Zeus.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
And if someone told us that if you eat this meat, then you love Zeus.
Right.
Which would suck. That's how you would kill us Christians.
Right. It'd be like, you can't eat this bacon.
Yes, no.
It's given over to Zeus.
Oh, man.
But you know what meat would be safe though? If that was the cultural norm in the United States? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yes.
They'd be like, this is meat not for the purpose of worshiping Zeus.
All those chickens are baptized.
They are. Right. And fry oil.
Yes.
To bless my tongue.
Yes. So that's Christmas.
That is Christmas.
Going to Chick-fil-A.
Oh. There's a fire truck coming by. It's very delightful. Something... I hope they're okay.
So, every winter storm, you'll always see cars off in the ditch.
That's true.
And are these people that just forget how the snow works?
Or...
people with junky cars?
Right. Or maybe they just want to take their car sledding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always feel bad. But I also know that if you can't help, you shouldn't necessarily pull over and stop and help, especially on like a highway, because that can cause more problems.
Yeah.
And like I've definitely like called and called 911 and stuff and just let people know. But like I always feel like it's more dangerous to have as dangerous as it is having one car like kind of on the shoulder on a highway. I feel like it's more dangerous to have multiple cars.
Yeah.
So it's like always leave it to the professionals, or if you know what you're doing, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that fits my philosophy on no helping. So.
Yeah. I'm not saying you shouldn't help, but definitely be safe.
Yeah, and if you're going to get a selfie with them...
Right. Don't go out into the highway, even if you do get better lighting.
Yes.
So, what do you got there, Mike?
Okay, well, sticking with the Christmas theme.
Yes.
If these series were to make their own Christmas special, what would they be about?
Okay.
First of all,
Hellboy, perfect.
He did his own Christmas special.
Man, I feel like it would be like them fighting Krampus. Do you know what the legend of Krampus?
The evil goat that harms naughty children.
Yeah. It's like it's like a tradition in like the Netherlands or something, right? Or if you're a naughty boy or girl, the night before Christmas, Krampus comes by and punishes you.
Yes.
So it'd be Hellboy would fight that.
Yeah, I want to see him team up with Santa.
Yes, of course. But he's like jacked Arnold Schwarzenegger Santa.
Yeah. All right. Fuller House.
Fuller House. I feel like every episode of Full House and or Fuller House is a Christmas special.
Yes.
But no, it'll probably be something along the lines of like Danny having to do. Danny's the dad, right? Or is he the? It's Danny, Joey, and then who is
Bob Saget?
Bob Saget? Yeah, Bob Saget is Dan, right? Danny.
Oh no! If only my wife was here, she'd know.
I know Joey is the one with the puppets, and Danny, and then who's
and Ross.
And no, that's not. That's Friends. Mike.
Oh.
But I feel like Joey would have to put on like a puppet show at his at his job, and for some reason some of the puppets got destroyed or someone couldn't work that day, so the whole Tanner clan had to fill in and help out with the puppets.
Yes. It had ended in a peck on the cheek.
Absolutely. A friendly one.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad Christmas special.
Yes.
What?
I just want to see them steal from orphans to give to poorer orphans.
What? I mean, I feel like it'd be a Grinch Stole Christmas sort of situation.
Yes.
Where like they reluctantly help save Christmas, and at the end they realize that their heart is 2 sizes bigger.
Yes. So they end up not killing the manager at Sears.
Exactly.
Twilight.
Twilight. Doesn't the entire last movie take place in a never-ending winter?
Oh.
I've only seen trailers.
Whenever I see that movie, it's a never-ending winter.
That's fair. How many Christmases do you think Edward has gone through? He's gone through quite a few.
Many.
He's seen the entire evolution of Christmas.
But his heart didn't start beating.
That's true.
Until he met... what's her name?
I think it's Bella.
Bella.
Yeah. Do you think after 200 years he got better at gift giving?
I think decidedly worse.
Yeah.
Because, he'd be stuck in an era. Mm-hmm. So he'd just give her boiled goose.
Right. Bob Cratchit, like you.
Yeah.
But with this, I feel like, would it be after the books? Like,
Yes.
Okay. So, like, they end up together, right? Edward and Bella? Mm-hmm. They have a kid. They have twins, right? Or something?
Something like that.
Okay. Is it a whole Luke, is it like a Han, Leia situation where they have a couple of kids going around? Okay. I don't know. I feel like there would be some kind of threat from the north. We'll call them, I don't know, some kind of abominable snowman.
Yes.
And
she has to choose between the Yeti and the vampire.
And Edward.
Again. I think every time there's a third monster, she always has to choose.
Right. I don't... Edward is as a character is very interesting to me. He's very stoic, but also at the same time he's just like he goes into like these fits of like passion, but he like is almost ashamed that he goes into like he's almost ashamed of his feelings.
I want to say he's like a rebel without a cause.
Right.
With very effeminate eyebrows.
He's like a better put together James Dean.
Yes.
He's a metrosexual version of James Dean.
Yeah, those eyebrows always look like they're going to eat his eyes.
It's true. Those eyebrows are fierce. Really very fierce.
Oh, right. The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead Christmas special. Man, that show's been taking a hit. Did you see that? The ratings have gone down and stuff. I feel
Ever
bad.
since they killed, what's his face?
Glenn,
yeah.
The only strong Asian character on TV.
Since that show, Kim's Convenience.
Exactly. I feel like just in a desperate need to provide Carl with, a real Christmas for the first time in a long time, that
he gets clean drinking water.
Yes, no dysentery.
Yes.
That the whole gang go out and they just, and it turns into just a gift giving exploration day, and they just try and find the best gift for Carl possible, which would end up being an awesome sweet eye patch.
Yes. And then Carl complains about it in the last 10 minutes.
Exactly. I didn't ask for this.
Yes. Sons of Anarchy.
My knowledge of that show is very little. I know it's about a motorcycle club that they sell drugs and do other naughty things and guns. They do naughty things, lots of naughty things. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, I think it would be like a Toys for Tot situation where like once a year, even though everyone in the town knows that they're bad, but they let them collect a bunch of toys for the children's hospital. But they go door to door threatening people. They're like, you better pay up or else, and they break mailboxes and take down like glitter if people don't pay.
And the Nerf guns are real.
Yeah. What do you mean I can't give a 5-year-old a handgun?
Yes. Right. And Silent Hill.
Oh, man. This just kept getting weirder and weirder.
Yes. A Silent Hill Christmas.
Right. So, I feel like it would be the story of a guy that, kind of estranged from the family and left to go to college and explore the world a bit, but he got a disturbing phone call from his mother, and he comes back for Christmas, and at his family estate, he finds his house in a strange state of disrepair, and he goes into the house and he gets trapped by a malevolent spirit, only to discover that his family has a dark history of murdering children on Christmas. Yes. So he has to put those bodies to rest.
And his mom was dead the whole time.
Exactly. And as it turns out, the entire game was controlled by a dog.
Yes.
Did you see that? There was I think it was one of the Silent Hill games. One of the special endings was a dog was at a computer controlling the game the entire time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's one of the really dumb special endings.
Looking at you, Japan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And finally, if the WWE were to have a Christmas match between Stone Cold and Triple H.
Who would it be?
Yeah.
So I mean, recently they've been doing a lot of like charity stuff. Like there's the Holman, whatever, the breast cancer, and they did the whole Be a Star thing with raising. So I feel like I would. So I could see it going one of two ways. Either, I feel like John Cena would have to be a part of it because that's like his thing. Like he'd have a Santa get up and have to fight someone like, I don't know, the Undertaker or something, and it would just be like a classic. Will Christmas prevail? Will goodness come into the world? And then conversely, the Triple H versus I don't know who would Triple H and Stone Cold. I feel like it would have to be a Christmas street fight. Yeah, they just have like various Christmas decorations and they just go to town on each other.
Oh, I want Santa stuck in a cage match. And you have to like climb a ladder to get Santa out.
Right.
And then you can ask for one thing.
One gift.
Yes. And then Stone Cold asks if he can give a stunner to Triple H.
That'd be great.
Yes.
He would, honestly though, he'd probably just ask for some beer.
Yes.
That'd be great. So you know how they do the sometimes when they do ladder matches, they'll have the championship belts strung up on a chain. It'd be like that, except it's Santa.
Yes. The Santa on a chain match.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we'll call it. And coincidentally, that's what we're going to call our podcast.
Santa on a chain match.
Yeah.
Nice. So, moving on to other things. Now let's go to bands.
Oh, shoot.
If a band was to make a current hip Christmas song,
okay.
What would it be called?
Okay.
Starting with Ren Collective.
Ren Collective? Well, they would just do a faster paced version of a traditional Christmas hymn, wouldn't they? They'd be like, you know what this song needs? Some weird percussion instrument we just invented. Yes. So I feel like, I don't know, something like Silent Night, or I don't know, a classic like Mary Did You Know, or
or I Saw Three Ships. They'd pick that one.
Yeah, something crazy.
Okay, easy one. About Slayer.
You know what would be great is if they brought in Michael Bublé to do vocals on the Slayer album. Carol of the Bells.
Yes.
With Slayer.
Or if they had to make their own song, like they had their own rendition.
Deck the Hall with eyeballs.
Dead puppy for Christmas.
Yeah. Blood in the eggnog.
Yes, blood in the eggnog, which can also be the name of our podcast. Yes.
Yes. Blood in the nog.
Dead mouse.
Dead mouse. See, I thought you were saying that would be the name of a Slayer song, but no,
which could also be a Slayer song.
But you mean the house artist?
Yes.
Oh man, I feel like he would just like take, no, what? It would be great if he took someone like Mariah Carey or someone like, I don't know, Michael Bublé or someone who comes out of retirement around this time of year to make a Christmas album, and just remix the crap out of it.
Elton John.
Elton John, yeah.
Hold Me Closer, Christmas Dancer.
Exactly. That'd be great. We should make an album called that. Hold Me Closer, Christmas Dancer.
Yes.
The reindeer or like a person dancing. Right? There's a reindeer named.
Yes, it's named Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
Right. What Santa?
He needs to repent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Feel some sexual idolatry going on here.
Blink 182.
Something about, I don't know, parents not caring enough and giving you presents, and how the only thing they want for Christmas is you, and they can't have you, so they'll settle for whatever's in their stocking.
Which they hope is strychnine.
Right, exactly.
Or all I got for Christmas was ADHD.
Oh no. Oh man. All I got for Christmas is some social anxiety and no way to express it.
Yes. Pink.
Just a real power ballad of a Christmas, like a Christmas carol.
Oh.
But like in a way that like makes her seem really tough. Like she's asking like, you know what? She would do a rendition of "I'm Getting Nothing for Christmas."
Ooh, I imagine her. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but instead of it being soft, but the very next day I keyed your car.
Exactly. That's exactly what she would say.
Yes.
She's very angry.
Yeah, she's so angry.
She's an angry elf, a South Pole elf.
Red Man and Method Man.
So
Smoky Christmas.
Right, yeah. So I don't know if you know Run DMC made a Christmas song. I feel like they would do a modern rendition, a modern updating of that song. I think it's called Christmas in the Hood or something like that. And why is that song a classic? I feel like that needs to, be remixed and covered by today's great artists such as Michael Bublé.
Yes, straight out of North Pole.
Exactly.
Yes. Skillet.
Oh man, would it be like modern Skillet or like first album weird techno Skillet?
Modern Skillet.
Modern Skillet.
Angry yet hopeful.
Angry yet hopeful, and I feel like that describes kind of Deck the Halls.
It would be so soulful, though. So much energy.
Right?
Deck the halls.
Exactly. Isn't it crazy how words kind of evolve over time?
Yeah.
Like, when we say deck the halls, like...
bruise your hand.
Right, exactly. But that means, like, to decorate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't anyone tell me this before I started punching holes in my wall?
I know, right? That would have helped a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
I always get stuck on Round Yon Virgin.
Yeah?
Because it makes me think of round up yon virgins and start a farm with them.
Why?
I don't know. Every time the round yon virgin, mother and child, It's like round up yon virgins.
Right.
Mother and children.
Yeah, come on, guys. Round them up.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Finally, Rage Against the Machine.
I feel like they would go the opposite route and just do a real tender version of Silent Night. Show a sensitive side.
Mm-hmm. With each verse respecting authority.
Exactly.
And submitting to it.
Exactly. Just being, being real respectful of the season and, what Jesus represents and, just no anger, no anarchy, just, love.
Love.
And care.
Mm-hmm. So that was my Christmas special.
We did our own Christmas special.
Yes.
Have you ever? I know you're not the biggest Star Wars fan, but have you heard about the Star Wars Christmas special with Boba Fett?
Yeah. Well, they have to get Chewbacca home, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. That's
Boba Fett was in it.
There's a Boba Fett one. Look it up. It's like, it's like it's awful. It's like it's an animated one. It's not a live one.
Because there's a live one.
Yeah, with Chewbacca getting him home. Yeah. There's an animated Boba Fett special, and it's universally panned as one of the campiest, worst Christmas specials of all time.
He's a hardened assassin.
Right.
Yes.
But he's decking the halls, literally and figuratively.
Oh, wow.
Are you gonna go see the new one? The new Star Wars?
We might make it a date night.
Nice. I think a bunch of us are going to go see it tonight.
Yes.
So we'll have to review it after we've seen it.
You're definitely going to enjoy it. Here's my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be like, there was so much Star, so much wars.
Right.
Lasers
and the TIE fighter noise.
Yeah, there's so much that. And me, I'm going to be like, it was so... I don't understand it. It was cheesy.
It was really camp.
Who's the guy with the black helmet?
Right. I don't get it. Why does he have asthma?
Yeah.
This is the future. Do you think they would have fixed that by now?
Yeah. That's just my prediction.
Right. Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to get pretty excited. I've heard good things about it, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been talking about it for the last 3 podcasts.
Right. Well, it's a big deal, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal. I appreciate that they called it a Star Wars story.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've heard. I'm excited. It should be good.
Yeah. There's a Game Boy game called Yoda Stories.
Is it just Yoda reading stories in his?
No, the first level was
diction.
Luke doing farm chores with his lightsaber.
That sounds horribly impractical.
Yes.
Imagine trying to harvest some wheat and use your lightsaber just light everything on fire. That sounds horribly impractical.
And it also lets me know never to ask Yoda to tell a story.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the bad lip reading
of Star Wars?
Of Star Wars.
I have not. Is it good?
Oh, they turn Luke's interactions with Yoda into a song about avoiding seagulls. And it's so funny. It's so accurate.
Yeah.
And they make Yoda sound so creepy, too.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out after the pod.
Yeah. So do you have... What's next on the agenda?
What's next on the agenda? That's a very good question. So, as you guys might know, if you look outside, the Northeast has been getting absolutely destroyed by a polar vortex or whatever we want to call this, and snow. And I've been spending more of my time than I would like outside shoveling. Mm-hmm. But have you ever had a snow day growing up? And if you did, what was your go-to thing on a snow day?
Oh, bed.
You just go right to bed?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, actually, yesterday I had one. The place where I worked closed.
Okay.
Which, sadly, we've been open for more harsher weather. So I think we might be regretting it now.
Right,
because they say every time we close, we lose X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
But it was so nice. I got to have dinner at a regular time. And I got to play on Steam games with my brother.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. We played a game called Who's Your Daddy? Have you ever heard of this game?
No, tell me about it.
Okay, so one of you plays the dad, one of you plays the
the
baby.
Yes, okay.
And the baby has to run and try and get himself very injured.
Right, by like drinking bleach or going into an oven.
Or putting a fork in a socket.
Yeah.
And the dad has to stop him. The game is horribly broken. It froze like a million times, but it has its own theme song.
Oh, does
depending on the holiday. It's stuck on Halloween right now, so it has like a scary "Who's Your Daddy" theme song.
I want that to be my entrance music. That's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, at least for me growing up, if there was a snow day, we'd either try and go sledding. That was always a favorite, or we would just go outside, and because we lived in a neighborhood, we lived in a cul-de-sac, just get all the neighborhood kids, and we would just make like giant forts and just have snowball fights.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely a favorite. Snow days were meant to get outside and enjoy the ill-gotten gains of a winter.
See, I can't remember that far back, but I would be so surprised if I didn't go right to the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, play some Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah. Crunch out a few levels on Clay Fighters.
Clay Fighters.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Those are the good old days, snow days. Now they just don't happen. Being an adult, they don't close school down.
No.
I had a final the other day, and this one lady got in a car accident on the way to the final. And I was like, maybe we should have canceled if people were getting in car accidents on the way here. But, oh well.
She should have gotten an A.
That's a free A.
Yeah.
Just for a car accident. Man. But yeah. Snow days, man. I love it. Snow. My brother had this dubious condition of always getting nosebleeds at the slightest touch. And as we later found out, it's because he has really like the skin inside of his nose, like it's really, really sensitive and really apt to bleeding. So we had to do like these nasal spray things, and like he's all better now, but that would mean as a kid, even if I looked at his nose wrong, it would get a nosebleed, and then I would get horribly grounded.
Oh gosh.
So we would be playing outside, and I would just hit him with a snowball, and he would be like, it looked like I murdered him. Is what it looked like.
Oh no.
So I got in trouble quite a bit for that. But the worst time, there's this hill in Churchville called in a park called Black Creek Park. And they had like this roped off area where people could walk up, but there was like a snow fence. It was like a safety fence. What's going on, Andre? We got a special guest, Andre, and his green hair. Oh, and someone's coming in the house. I wonder who it is.
I think it's Santa.
Odds. Dude, I think it's Miranda. Who do you think it is?
Miranda is Santa. Always giving gifts.
I was gonna choose your next words carefully, Mike.
Not because of her white beard. You know I never mentioned that.
Hey, Mike just said.
Somebody else can do the other one.
What?
I said I did one. Somebody else can do the other one.
Chores.
Yeah. We have a shoveling rotation. I'll probably go out and shovel. I don't know. Is there anything more mundane than a chore list?
I know. Community.
Right.
Caleb.
Baby Caleb.
Caleb's turn.
But yeah, so we were sledding, right? In Black Creek Park. And there's like this, there's this snow fence that was up on the side where people could walk around the other side of to get to the top. And it's well and good and all until you slide into the fence, which my brother did, and I thought he broke his face. He slammed into that fence, took it out, and there was blood everywhere.
Oh.
And turns out it was just from his nose, which wasn't even broken. He just lightly tapped it.
Oh. That's funny. I think your brother could be used for horror movie special effects.
That's what I'm saying. It was not good growing up. I got in trouble quite a bit for that. And then they found out, and my parents felt really bad. They're like, oh.
Ooh.
Well, I was like, thanks for grounding me all those times when I barely touched him.
It's a genetic condition.
That's what.
On the father's side.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
In other news, if you were to give a heart-to-heart talk to any of these villains,
okay,
and tell them what you're most concerned about,
right.
what you'd like to change,
right,
how you want to see them get better, what would you say?
Okay.
Starting with Ganondorf.
See, playing Ocarina of Time. Honestly though, because he's from the Greedo Valley. I don't know how to say that. And he's, I never really got what made him that evil. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, he's got kind of weird powers, and like he might be a bad guy, but it honestly, it just felt like he was trying to stand up for his people and like establish a kingdom. So maybe I would just sit down and like talk to him and be maybe less of a hostile takeover, and maybe some aggressive negotiations.
Yes.
Maybe lie out the problems that you're having as a nation, and maybe see if Hyrule can help you. Like it isn't. Princess Zelda is reasonable. She's
right.
I'm sure she'd be more than willing to help you guys out. So maybe just let's talk it out and just.
Does your only weapon you want to use gonna drown the whole world in shadow? Is that really gonna help you?
Right.
Get what you want?
It's not.
Yeah.
I can't understand you when you're shouting as a giant beast.
Yes. Ganon or Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. The diabolical head of the WWE. See, honestly, I would just sit him down and just be like, "Hey, man, Vince, like, you got a great team of people around you. You got some pretty smart writers. You got some great talent around you. You're bringing in indie stars now. You got AJ Styles with you. You're doing good things. You're doing good things." But maybe just take a step back, Vince, and just let those people create, and just worry about maybe the business side of it for a little bit, and maybe stop letting Triple H, bury people so much, and maybe try and get CM Punk back. Those are good days. Those are good days. Let hire back JR, and let's
And also, if someone you don't like is about to win the world title, don't interrupt them.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Don't send out a stronger man to hit that man with a chair.
Right.
Because that's not sportsmanlike.
That's not fun for anybody.
Yes.
One of my favorite things of all time is, it was a Royal Rumble match, and it was the last people in, I think, were John Cena and Batista. And what was supposed to happen is Batista was supposed to throw Cena out of the ring, but this was pretty early on in Cena's career, and he kind of botched it, and they both ended up falling out of the ring at the same time. And Vince McMahon blew his lid and like stormed out from behind stage, and apparently on his way down into the ring, he blew out one of his quads. And then he got into the ring, started aggressively doing it, and blew out his other quad. So all they could do was sit on the ground and gesticulate angrily. It's wonderful. Well, I'll show you the video after we're done. It's so unfortunate. It's so funny.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, it was great. So just
oh.
And it blows my mind that he's old too. He's like 70-something, isn't he?
Right.
And he's more jacked than I'll ever be in my life.
Yeah. I can't believe in the Raw or the Attitude Era he was a world champion.
Right. I think multiple times. Like I don't think it was just once. That's crazy. Yeah, just Vince, you're a great CEO. I'm sure you do great things for the WWE, but just let your employees employ. Like like you don't see Steve. Steve Jobs is dead, but I was gonna say like you don't see Steve Jobs when he was alive. You don't see him go into like the manufacturing room and like start programming computers or like start putting stuff together and telling his employees what to do. Right. Like that's just not how business is run. You hire the people onto your job that are the best at their job, and you just gotta let them create.
Right. Well, it would be awesome if someone in Apple was going to get a promotion, and Steve Jobs snuck in,
right,
hit him with a chair, and gave the promotion to someone else.
right.
That would make me work for Apple.
That's what I'm saying. Out of nowhere.
Yes. All right.
I love that you classified him as a supervillain.
Yes. He's always a bad guy in my heart.
Right.
Two-Face.
Two-Face? man. Oh, so which version of Two-Face? Like Christopher Nolan Two-Face, or like, I don't know, like comic book Two-Face, or just Two-Face as a person?
Two-Face as a person.
Just as a person. I think, first of all, I would just start with a hug, right? He seems like he just needs a hug.
Which side would you hug?
Both. They both need a hug, and just sit him down and be like, look, Two-Face, like, Harvey, whatever you want me to call you, it doesn't have to be this way, right? You don't have to flip a coin to decide things. You're allowed to, decide things on your own, right? You're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You can make your own decisions. You're not bound by, fate. And you could use some professional help, not mentally, but maybe with that face.
Yes.
There's plastic surgery. There's a lot of options now. This is the 21st century. You don't have to go around with that flesh exposed like that. You can definitely get some help, and there's some people around you that would love to help you, I'm sure. So and just let them know that that we're there for them, and we love and we care for them, and we just want the best for Two-Face.
Yeah, I would bring up the idea. Do you ever really listen to what Harvey wants?
Right. Yeah.
Or is it all about what the ogre demon wants?
Right. Sit them down in like a couples counseling.
Yes.
Now, ogre.
Yes.
Are you being a good communicator with Harvey right now?
Are you listening to what he's really saying?
Right.
I feel like Two-Face would say, if you can't handle me at my Harvey, you don't deserve my Two-Face.
You don't deserve me at my dent.
Yes. What would you say to Sabretooth?
Sabretooth. First, I would ask him why. Has he thought about maybe a haircut? He's definitely very hairy. Too hairy.
Yes.
Like he definitely needs a haircut. But then I would ask him, why does he hate Wolverine so much? It's been so long. Since, because the whole thing revolves around like this lady named like Rose or something, right? And like how Wolverine like hulked out and like murdered her or something. I don't know, but just be like, Sabretooth, a lot of time has passed, man. Maybe some forgiveness is in order, and reconcile the two. I mean, they were friends once, and I'm sure the friendship is still there. Just reconcile them and just be like, hey, you guys are gonna live for a really long time. Do you want to live that entire time angry?
Yes.
I think not.
Yeah, bury the hatchet, but not literally.
But not in each other.
Yes. This one's hard. The White Witch.
The White Witch. First I would sit her down and be like, you know that Aslan is a metaphor for God, right? So, you can't actually kill him.
Yes.
And then I would just proceed to kind of, share the gospel with her and be like, Aslan / Jesus died on a cross, or in your case on a table after you stabbed him, and he's dying for our sins, and if you accept his free gift of eternal life into your heart, that you can you can live in an eternity with Aslan in Narnia.
Yeah, in Narnia.
Yeah, and you don't have to be cold and angry, and he'll give you real joy and happiness.
Yeah, and we can all have that Christmas delight.
Exactly, to treacle together.
Yes. What about Bowser? What would you tell Bowser?
See, I've seen too many game theories where the person that's actually the villain is Mario.
He's Mario.
I don't think Bowser has inherently done anything. Okay, not anything wrong, because he definitely does kidnap Peach. However, the genocidal rampage that Mario goes on to get to Bowser is not even comparable. The loss of life between the sins of Mario and the sins of Bowser, very minuscule.
Would that make Mario just the movie Braveheart?
Possibly.
Yes.
Braveheart, or maybe 300.
Yes.
Or something along those lines. But, I would just sit down with Bowser and be like, hey, like, she's not worth it, man. Like, she's oh,
Or just tell her how you feel.
Right. It's like, either, I feel like, yeah, definitely. It could go one of two ways. Either be like, she's not worth it. Like, you're losing all your children. Mm-hmm. She's like, the Mario guy is killing all your Koopas. Mm-hmm. He's killing all your citizens. Like, this isn't worth it. Just let her go. Or be like, hey, Bowser, maybe instead of kidnapping her and, like, moving her against her will, maybe just ask her out for coffee. Or be like, hey, I know I'm a giant lizard, but, I have feelings too. And they're for you.
Yeah, Mario doesn't have a ring on that gloved hand.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Mario just has commitment issues.
Yeah, you think so?
And every time another man tries to hook up with Peach, he always interprets it as kidnapping.
Right,
and then goes on a rampage.
It goes on a rampage, yeah. He's just really jealous and insecure. I definitely could see that.
It's like, oh no, that guy just kidnapped Princess Peach. No, he took her out for coffee.
Right.
No, well, I better kill his family.
Right. No, Mario, we've been over this.
Yes.
Where's my fireball suit?
Yes. T-1000.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
That's... Well, which one? Like, in the first Terminator? Because he does become a good guy. I would sit him down and just be like, look, Sarah Connor is... she's great, but, just tell her how you feel. You don't have to get violent. You don't have to kidnap her. You don't have to kill her.
Right.
Just sit her down and let's just hash this out. Like you're a robot of sentence. She's a human. She has the ability to reason. Let's just sit down and just the three of us together. Over some coffee. Let's just talk out our problems. She's trying to fight. For the right for her entire race to exist, and
yes,
you're a blender, a really fancy blender. So maybe let's talk this out,
and maybe not go back in time, and because you could screw up a lot of things.
It's true.
We'd sit down, we'd watch Butterfly Effect together.
Right.
Yeah,
that movie is disturbing.
It is.
Ashton Kutcher.
We'd watch it on one of those Christian Pure players that takes out the swearing and the sex and the violence.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the time travel, because only God could do that.
Yes. It's just a movie where Ashton Kutcher introduces himself.
Right.
And finally, Jason Voorhees.
Oh, man. That's a good question. Shoot, man! As you know, I've been watching a lot of Supernatural, and one of the things that I've learned is you can't talk to a spirit. The only way that you can placate a spirit is by burning and salting the body. So what I think I would do is, which is actually an interesting kind of common trope in Supernatural, where one of the brothers is, usually more. Is more friendly, more social. The other one's more gung-ho and like, hey, I like to blow things up. And I would just sit down and distract Jason with a nice pot of coffee or tea, whatever he prefers, and kind of talk him out, as my partner would then go and find his body in the lake, dredge it up, burn and salt it, and finally put him to rest.
Yes. I'm surprised no one has done that yet.
Right? You think that someone would have figured it out by now? I feel like there has to be a Jason, like a Halloween Christmas special.
Yes,
that would be great.
Where Jason is given the gift of love,
right,
and second chances.
He gets a heart. He's okay. So he's the one with the hockey mask, right?
Yes.
And then there's another one that's similar to him, but that's Mike Myers, right?
Yeah.
Is that Michael Myers?
And then there's the Texas Chainsaw guy.
Okay. Yeah. Who also wears a mask.
Yeah.
Well, he has like a burlap sack. Is that what he has? Okay. Yeah. And then Mike Myers has that weird Captain Kirk mask. And then Voorhees has the hockey mask. Okay. He's the one that got drowned in the lake, right?
Yeah.
And then Michael Myers is just he's a Halloween guy, right? Okay. And why is he bad?
Michael Myers?
Yeah.
Apparently, every Halloween he escapes a mental hospital, kills a bunch of people.
And then he just goes back to the mental hospital? It's just the same guy over and over again? You think they would just, chain him up Real
Yeah.
good. And then and Jason Voorhees is just Canadian. He just really likes hockey and just likes it when people interrupt him.
Yeah.
Do you think they ever made like a Christmas special with like Freddy and Jason and the gang?
I would go on YouTube just to find that.
I would watch it.
They're sitting with Santa.
Yeah, right.
And telling him exactly what he wants.
Right. I sounds like, but boys, you've been naughty this year. Exceptionally naughty.
Yeah.
And then there would just be an epic battle between the three of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I would watch that.
Yeah. I absolutely would watch that.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, so
we have time for the snack.
We have tons of time. We actually have time for a segment more if you want. I do have something.
Yes. I will answer truthfully and honestly.
Are you sure? You promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth.
The whole truth?
Yes.
Can I handle the truth?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. So I know we kind of talked about, making our own like TV Christmas special and like all the other things. But if you had to make the feel-good Christmas movie of the year, what would it be about and who would you cast?
Well, it would have my three favorite Hallmark tropes.
Okay.
Puppies, baking, and time travel.
Oh no. Okay.
It's gonna be about, in the distant future, there's no more Christmas because of the sugar shortage.
Okay.
And that's what powered Christmas.
Okay, sugar.
So he has to go back in time to learn cookie recipes. He finds a young dog kettle store owner, and they raise a puppy together. And she's going to be played by Candice Bergen.
Okay, of course.
And the puppy has this amazing gift to make cookies. And so
is that sanitary?
Yes. For this movie, yes.
Okay.
They go to different competitions and make Christmas cookies.
Right.
Meanwhile, he falls in love with Candice Bergen.
Of course he does.
But she mentions that she's never been kissed under a mistletoe.
Okay.
So, they go to this Christmas party after they have this short fight, because there's always got to be that mini conflict.
Right.
And he says that she's what makes Christmas real, not magic sugar.
Right.
Made by a dog.
Right.
And she falls back in love. They kiss under a mistletoe.
Okay.
Go back into the future. Recreate Christmas. And the world is saved.
That's wonderful. Yes. That was magical. That was amazing.
It'll be called This Christmas I Gave You My Time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh man. Let's see. If I were to make a Christmas special, I would make a Christmas action movie in the vein of Die Hard or something like that. And the title would be This Christmas He Means Business.
You better not shout.
Yeah. That would be the tagline.
Yes.
And it would be a movie of Santa, played by Nicolas Cage, who discovers that a dastardly villain played by Ron Perlman has stolen all the supermarket candy canes.
Oh no.
And that bumps Ron Perlman up to number 1 on his naughty list. And Santa can't be having that. So he sends out so he leads a crack team of elf commandos to go and arrest Ron Perlman and his dastardly candy cane ways.
Oh, and then it just turns into The Rock.
Exactly.
Instead of Alcatraz, it's just the North Pole.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Funnily enough, it would all of the crack team of commandos would just be his reindeer, but all the reindeer names are actually code names for the commandos.
Yes.
And obviously The Rock is gonna play Rudolph.
Did you know that Bill Goldberg
Oh no.
was in a Christmas movie called Santa's Sleigh.
Oh no.
Slay.
What was it about?
He plays Santa,
Okay, of course he does.
who's possessed, and on Christmas he goes around just slaying people.
With a spear?
Yes.
He just bangs on doors like,
Yeah.
"You're next."
You're
and just,
next.
And just spears him. What is he possessed by?
I don't know. I just know that they made 2 of them.
They made 2?
Yes.
The first one did well enough that they were like, the studio was like, let's make another one. Was Goldberg in that one?
I don't know. It's just, it was when Blockbuster was around. I remember seeing that DVD on the new section, and I'm like, oh.
I wish I could see this.
Yes.
Mom and Dad won't let me.
Yeah.
You're next. That's so great.
Mm-hmm.
What? How could that possibly be resolved?
No, I don't know.
What is the plot? What do you think the plot was?
I think there's winning
Yeah?
somewhere in there.
Right. It's just Santa was on a streak.
200 wins.
Right. And he finally lost and just snapped. Something in his brain snapped, and he just went on a rampage.
Well, let me just look up the IMD for it.
Yes. I'm excited for this. This is gonna surpass my wildest imagination.
Okay, it came out in 2005.
Of course it did. That's actually not that long ago.
Looks
Wow,
like that.
that looks nothing like Goldberg.
Yeah. Santa's Sleigh is a 2005 Christmas black comedy horror film that stars former professional wrestler Bill Goldberg as Santa Claus. The movie was written and directed by David Steinman, a former assistant to Brett Ratner. I don't know what that means.
What's the plot?
Oh, here's another picture.
That's a very toasty Santa. It's a, for those of you that can't see, it's Christmas. It's Santa sticking his head down a fireplace, and he just looks really toasty.
Oh, okay. On Christmas Eve, the Masons, a wealthy yet dysfunctional family, are sitting down to Christmas dinner with Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
When Santa Claus comes down the chimney and kills them all. The cast for the opening scene includes bit roles by several famous Jewish actors. Riding on the sleigh driven by his hell deer, Santa arrives at Hell Township and decimates the locals in various holiday-themed ways. In one of his kills, Santa slaughters the occupants of a local strip club frequented by Pastor Timmons, a crooked minister who manages to survive the massacre. Later, Santa murders the local Jewish delicatessen owner, Mr. Green, using his own menorah.
Oh.
Meanwhile, teenager Nicholas Yulson is living with his crazy grandfather, a crackpot inventor who has built a bunker in the basement to survive Christmas.
Wait, what?
When Nicholas asks Grandpa why he hates Christmas, he is shown the Book of Claus, which reveals the origins of Santa Claus. Apparently, Santa was the result of a virgin birth produced by Satan.
Okay.
Meaning that Santa is somewhat of an antichrist. Christmas was the day of slaying for Santa until AD 1005, when an angel defeated him in a curling match.
Okay. Is this
and
movie
sentenced him to deliver presents on Christmas for 1,000 years. This means that Santa is free to kill again in 2005.
How does it get resolved?
The two teens hide in a local high school.
What teens?
That Yulson.
Oh, okay.
In a local high school, hoping that Santa's powers will end once Christmas ends. But they're eventually forced to confront him in the gym. They are almost killed by Santa on a Zamboni, but are saved by Grandpa, who is actually the angel who originally defeated the sentenced Satan. With Christmas over and his powers gone, Santa flees in his sleigh, but his hell deer are shot down by Mac's father with a bazooka. Pastor Timmons is found dead in a Santa suit and is presumed to be the killer, while in fact the real killer Santa Claus is boarding a flight from Winnipeg to the North Pole.
What?
Oh no! Santa's seen looking over his naughty list when he looks into the camera and says, "Who's next?"
Yes! Of course.
Oh man.
I'm glad they got that in there.
I think that is Canadian because it has Winnipeg.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
I was gonna say and curling.
and
Like,
curling. Oh, you can get it on Google Play for $2.99.
That beeping. Hold on. We're going on an adventure podcast. We're going into my kitchen, and I'm not gonna leave the podcasting device to Mike. Let's see what's on fire. It's too late. Oh no! How do I turn it off? Cook time. I turned it off. We did it, Mike.
Sorry, guys.
Yay.
Christmas is saved.
Christmas is saved.
We did it. I love that they got the Who's Next in there. Oh, is this the trailer?
I think so.
Oh man, I wish you guys could see this.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, it's the entire movie.
Wow.
Never mind. Go to the last scene. I just want to see him say Who's Next.
Oh, wait. That doesn't seem like the movie.
Yeah, it is. There it is. That looks right.
Okay, so Santa's climbing a ladder. They're stuck in a high school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, now they're gonna face Santa.
Mm.
And then there's a guy in a weird suit.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of teens sitting in the thing.
Teens.
More people in weird suits. There we go. Oh, that was probably right after. Happy Nightmares? No, thank you. I don't think that's part of the movie.
Oh, this is so troublesome.
Mm.
It has songs.
That are inappropriately named.
Yes, but then it has Jingle Bells and Messiah Hallelujah.
Of course it does.
Oh.
But I think, if it was that Canadian, I'm surprised they didn't get like Chris Jericho or Edge or Christian.
Well, there's another WWE type movie I wanted to see, where a bunch of locals go to Mexico and Rey Mysterio plays the Face Ripper.
Oh, what?
Yes, it's this Mexican wrestler that goes into these shady hotels and he rips your face off.
Why?
Why is he in the movie, or
why is he ripping people's faces off?
He's kind of a short guy, so he has to do something vicious.
Right, he's got a Napoleon complex. Is what you're saying. That's terrifying.
So I want to see all these like cheesy horror movies starring WWE wrestlers, starting with See No Evil.
That's great. That's wonderful. Oh man, but yeah, that. Who's next? I love that they got that in there.
Yes.
You really have to get that in there.
Right. It's not the same.
Right, it's not the same if you have Bill Goldberg in your movie and you don't get him to say his catchphrase.
Mm-hmm.
What would your catchphrase be? Like, like Stone Cold's got, Austin 316, and, The Rock's got a whole bunch, but among my favorites are, when he calls people jabroni.
Yes.
Or when he says, can you smell what The Rock's cooking? Etc., etc.
Mine would always be, am I going to win? Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Mine would be, I would look dead into the camera and be like, where am I?
I always thought yours would be, more fights, please.
Yeah, that would be good, too. More fights, please. I just throw simpleton, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
More fights, please.
Your nickname would be Tiny Tim. You come out in crutches. More fights, please.
Right. Just... Please, sir, can I have another?
Yes.
Just like go to Vince McMahon's office. Please, sir.
Can I have another belt?
That's what I'm saying.
So, our mystery food for the day.
Oh no.
Is, I'm glad you brought up Asian markets.
Okay.
Because I found a good one on Ridgemont.
I don't get to see the box.
Oh, on Ridgeway.
Oh man,
Coconut
green bean cake. There's a picture of a delightful older woman on the front. She seems really nice. She's probably the grandmother that invented these. They look like if someone took sugar cubes and married them with a thing of caramel.
Yes.
There's even a latte in the back with a heart.
They taste really good with lattes, apparently.
Yeah, that's de facto what they're for. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they won a bunch of awards in whatever country they're in.
Vietnam.
Yeah. They're award-winning since 1992.
So these are coconut green bean cakes. They're a little bit frozen.
Oh, they are. They're very hard. Very hard. They have they're kind of festive.
Yeah. You know, Asian desserts, I've learned, they're not too sweet, but they have many, many interesting flavors. Sometimes they're buttery. Sometimes they have this fruit flavor.
Sometimes they're really aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, these fall apart easily.
Oh, okay. These things are called Min Nok. I probably said that really wrong. And I wish I could read this, but I can't. Okay. So I'm opening the package. It's like a silvery package. That's what it smells like. It smells like that cookie tin at your grandmother's house.
Yes.
It's got like the really boring shortbread cookies, but whenever you open it up, you think it's cookies. It's actually just her sewing kit.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
Apt description.
Oh my! It's very crumbly. It's almost like it's almost like astronaut freeze dried food.
I would eat this on a rocket.
Also, can I just say that this looks nothing like the box? This looks like a pale, sad version of what's on the box.
Photoshop.
Unbelievable. But it is coconut flavored, and I do really enjoy coconut.
Yes.
So hopefully this doesn't ruin coconut for me.
Right.
So bottoms up. It's really chalky. And it's like coconut flavored. But then
it's got that bean paste flavor.
Yeah. It's very heavy on the tongue. It kind of coats your mouth in bean curd. It's so weird because it's like it's really sweet off the front, and then it's really like chalky and like almost like it's really savory on the end. It's like if someone ground up a bunch of like chalk and put it into the refried beans at Taco Bell. That's what it tastes like. Also, it tastes. Do you want some?
It's coconut.
It's coconut.
Coconut.
You hate coconut?
You can have. You can
Does
have
it
one.
have wheat in it?
Oh, probably. We don't know.
We don't know. It's got bean curd.
It's in Vietnamese.
I'm just gonna try it.
It's in Vietnamese. We don't know what's in it.
He's gonna poison herself.
Let's hope.
Are you allergic to beans?
Gluten.
Oh.
What does it taste like? Describe it with your mouth.
Oh my goodness. Chalky?
Uh-huh.
Ew. Chalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of taste like I just ate a chunk of chalk,
Ew.
but it's sweet.
That's disgusting.
It's like
It smells like horse hay.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet.
that was.
I'm just, like,
She keeps eating it.
crumbled.
I think
I needed a second.
I think everyone has a different smell. Like yours was this grandma's sewing kit.
Yeah.
Horse hay.
No, it's okay. Hear me out. It's like
It's so
you know when you go
weird.
to your grandma's house and she's got the tin
like
of
coconut.
she's got the tin
It
of like
tastes
shortbread
coconut, but it
cookies.
smells like sweet horse hay, and it's got the texture of
Wait, they
chalk.
make sweet horse hay
horse hay.
for the good horses. They get
Yes.
sweet.
It's a good horse.
But no, Miranda, hear me out. So it's like, you know when you go to grandma's house and she's got like, you know, the tin of like shortbread cookies,
Yeah.
and you go to open it up and it's actually just filled with a sewing kit, but you can still smell the cookies. That's what it smells like.
That's funny.
And accurate.
Wait,
what a statement. Did you hear? She goes, I'm going to Walt. I want to stir it.
The Asian aisle at Wegmans
Yep, or the food market.
or the Golden Ponds.
Food market.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to tell you a wonderful awkward story. So one time, me and Caleb went to the Asian food market while we were at MCC, and we were checking some food out, and the lady that was at the register started speaking to Caleb in Korean,
Yes.
assuming that Caleb is my housemate. He's Korean, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I don't know Korean," and she looked at us kind of sadly. Like,
Oh,
she was like, "Oh,
you've let your family down.
Americans," and yeah, now we're here.
Yeah.
So don't look Asian and go to the Asian food market. They will speak to you in a language you don't know, and then you'll embarrass yourself for not being aware of your cultural heritage.
You'll think it smells like sweet horse hay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, Mike, before we end, if you could have one thing for Christmas, what would you? You could get anything.
I would want a coupon for 100% emotional, financial, and physical stability.
So the problem with that is you'd probably lose it, Mike.
Yes. Forget to redeem it.
Right. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But also maybe something like real.
Oh.
Also, how selfish of you! You could have had world peace, and you went selfish.
Well, maybe I give the coupon to someone. It's, split it 50-50. Halvesies.
Halvesies.
I would like a lot of art supplies
Mm-hmm.
included, and like a deed to legally make commercial goods.
Okay.
So like a starter kit for a craft business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of a place called Etsy?
Yes.
So you can. I don't think you need a license.
No.
To put stuff on there.
You just need good manufacturing skills.
That's what I'm saying. Etsy, and for me, I think if I could have one thing for Christmas, it would be, I just really would like another long title reign for Mick Foley.
Yes.
Just all the stuff that he's been through,
Mhm.
he deserves a title shot. And
Right.
even though he's the general manager of Raw now, and he probably is pretty done with wrestling, I would like to see him have another championship.
Mm-hmm.
That or they bring back the hardcore championship. Remember
Right.
how much fun that was with all the
With Crash Holly.
Crash Holly?
Yeah.
How ridiculous was Crash Holly though?
Mm-hmm.
I loved every sequence where he would just be like doing normal everyday things, and then he'd just get attacked, and like,
Yeah.
and that poor ref that has to get like pulled along with the
Yeah.
guy. He's like, I think one among my favorites is the one where he was in the airport,
Yeah.
and he was going through, and he got pinned. I think the sequence of events is Crash got pinned, then he got up, and then while the other guy was celebrating, he pinned that guy, got his title back,
Yes.
and then ran away with it.
Oh.
It was so great. I've been running through ideas about how we can do a hardcore championship, but at retreats. So it's like one person has a championship belt,
Yes.
and if the other person, I don't know, gets pinned, they have to give it up, and it would just circulate around the entire retreat until the last day, and then whoever got it got to be the champion until the next retreat.
It's like that assassin game.
Yeah, exactly. Except probably a little bit more violent than we would
Yes.
want.
Okay, so here's a good question to prolong things.
Yes.
Would you rather watch a whole promotion based on a hardcore title where every match is hardcore, or every match is cruiserweight?
Oh, see, hardcore is good, but I couldn't watch an entire episode of just hardcore. Like I can only take so many people getting pedigreed into a thumbtacks.
Yes.
That gets unappealing after a while. I like it every once in a while, and I think the shock value of hardcore is what makes it good for every once in a while. But across the board, usually cruiserweight wrestlers are usually the most skilled because they're the most agile. They can do the most high level moves, and they're usually because they're smaller, they have to put in a little bit more effort. So, but I mean, could you just imagine an entire promotion filled with people like Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio?
Yes.
And, is AJ Styles technically cruiserweight? So people like that, and I think it would be really good. I think I would take that, the cruiserweight. I mean, because Chris Jericho is definitely my top 5 favorite, so I think he would definitely be in the kind of the face of that, especially now.
Yeah. I would love it if they rebranded WCW, made it just all cruiserweights.
Mm-hmm.
Made the evil head boss, the outsiders,
Right.
and then they just kind of they would just troll the cruiserweights all the time. They hit them with chairs for no reason.
Right, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be great if they got the Road Warriors to be the head, like Crash. What was it, Crash? And was it no? It wasn't Crash.
Or was it
Hawk
Hawk?
and Hawk and Animal, right?
Yeah.
With their big old shoulder pads, and they
Yeah.
would just, 1 second they're all nice, and then the next second they just go off and just hit you with a chair.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be great. That would be good. I would watch that. It sounds really entertaining. Just high level matches. What's his Neville, the guy that does the
the Red Arrow.
the Red Arrow, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But there's also something to be said when you see someone as big as like the Undertaker do something crazy, or like what's his name?
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, try to do a
Shooting star press.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Like Goldberg used to do backflips.
yeah. Goldberg. Did you know he came back?
Yeah.
And he's wrestling now. He beat Brock Lesnar, I think.
Of course. They're just reliving a match, and they're prepping their video game.
Right, exactly.
Which was all about that.
The two of them, yeah, exactly. Surprise.
It was kind of like a promotional match. It didn't mean anything.
Nope, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're next. What kind of a catchphrase is that? Not a very good one. Not a very good one.
No.
But-
Mine is much better.
Yeah.
More fights, please.
More fights. What would your finishing move be with that?
Oh,
In that character?
that character.
Mm-hmm.
I want... See, I always thought, since your finishing move is what makes the person lay down for 3 seconds,
Right.
mine's going to be a headlock.
Just a headlock and a noogie?
A headlock, and then they're down.
Right. That's so lame.
Yes. It also reminds me of, like, 80s wrestling when the scoop slam was huge.
Right.
He scoop slammed him.
What?
Onto the mat.
What?
Yeah.
Picked him up a couple of feet off the ground and gently dropped him.
Yes.
He's definitely in pain.
Yes.
I feel like getting punched in the face would hurt more than that.
Yeah.
Than a scoop slam. Or even like Hogan's leg drop. Like,
Yeah.
what is that? Like, how is that how is that his finishing move?
Well, if he does it on the neck, I can see.
That's true. But more often than not, it's like on the chest.
On the chest.
And that, on a good day might, knock the air out of you.
But for 3 seconds,
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you'd be fine. And he's moving so slow. How do you not dodge that? Lumbering.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want to. I downloaded ICW's Fear and Loathing at the Hydro. That's Europe's
Okay.
#1 wrestling promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has this awesome Scottish or British accent.
Right.
And it's crude like ECW.
Mm-hmm.
But, their female wrestlers actually have a lot of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Not when they're not saying an F-bomb every other
Right,
line.
besides that.
Yeah.
And the wanton violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fun to watch, and you have wrestlers named Stevie Boy, Danny Boy.
Right. And they all come to the ring with,
Yeah.
Ren Collective hats.
Yes. In fact, the intro match is someone pasted his head on Queen and sang the whole Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's funny. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So.
That's great. Yeah, so that was our pre-Christmas podcast. That's gonna be great. Next week we can complain about how done we are with Christmas.
Yes.
And we can talk about hopefully we'll both. Do you think you'll see Star Wars by next week?
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, definitely. If not, I'll definitely rant about how much I loved and or hated it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a good couple. It's gonna be a good week. I love this time of year, Mike. It's a good time of year.
So if you're still listening to this, go on our Facebook page, put #I love or I hate Rogue One,
Right.
and one of you will win a prize.
Yep. Of a hug.
Of a hug. Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next
We
week.
won't actually see you because we're recording this and you're listening to it after we recorded it. So there's no real way for us to see you.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a figure of speech.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this is, we end badly all the time.
No hemming, no hawing. Go.
I can't.
Say goodbye.
I'm
Adam.
scared.
Say goodbye.